Hallo Menschen, heute fliegen wir nach Rio de Janeiro. So, wir sind am Flughafen, wir trinken jetzt Kaffee und warten, bis unser Gate da angezeigt wird. Also wir laufen jetzt zu unserem Gate. Kathi versucht einen Glimpse zu machen von dem, wie wir laufen. Und ja, es geht los. Wir sind in Rio. Okay, we arrived in our apartment and we have a cat. Chico. Oh my god. So we arrived in our Airbnb. This is literally what you see when you enter the room or the Airbnb, the flat. So this is the apartment. It looks really beautiful. Next to the door is the kitchen. I haven't really looked around yet, but there is pretty much everything, I guess. We have an oven, a fridge, and so on and so on. So yeah, we have a kitchen and we have a cat, Chico. Chico. Oi. He's so cute. He's so cute and fluffy. Anyway, so this is the pretty nice apartment. And then we have our room here. Yeah. It's also very big, with a big closet and books. And I'm going to take a look at the bathroom now because I haven't looked yet. I'm guessing we shared with the woman that's living here. But yes, this is our apartment. Oh, it looks crazy. This is the bathroom. Looks nice too. I got this dabei! Woo! Guys, we have the weirdest elevator. It looks like this. Oh. 5. Oh. Perfect, love it. Oh! Shit. Thanks. Junge! Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay, ready for the first night in Rio. Okay, I got ready, kind of. I mean, I did get ready, but I don't know. It's pretty low-key. Because it's cold outside when we went home, it started to rain. So our first experience at the Copacabana was rain, which I wouldn't have expected, but okay. And now we met the girl that we're staying at, and she invited us to a samba dancing. We don't know if we're going, but we want to eat pasta first anyway, so that's where we're heading now, and we don't know what's happening after. Leute, es stürmt einfach und wir sind in einem süßen Pizza-Place. Jetzt ein bisschen Aito schauen mit Chico und mit Tee. Good morning everyone, look at this. I love that this is my morning. He's the cutest. Love him. Oh, take care of my belly button piercing. Chico. Hey. Was stand ist offenes? I don't know, don't ask me. Stimmt, davor hat es gar nicht geregnet.
Lass da mal drüber gehen.
Okay Leute, es regnet. Meine Haare sehen auch voll zerstört aus. Wir dachten, es hat aufgehört zu regnen, aber hat es nicht. Jetzt stehen wir irgendwo hier, wo es auf jeden Fall ganz süß ist, aber wir wissen nicht, was es ist. Ich glaube, wir sind irgendwo im Zentrum. Mehr weiß ich nicht. I see a lot of big buildings, I guess, and no idea what this is. No idea what this is. No idea what this is. Or this. Nada. Leute, wir haben uns jetzt irgendwo reingesetzt. Ich hoffe, man hört mich. Ich sehe aus wie ein nasser Hund. Wir haben uns wirklich einfach nur irgendwo reingesetzt. Und es ist einfach ein deutsches Restaurant. Gebt euch German Dishes. Schnitzel mit Kartoffelsalat. Hier Kassler. Batata Rösti. Kroketten. Schnitzel. What the fuck? So, probieren wir noch Apfelstrudel. Also Leute, es ist null besser geworden. Aber da vorne sind die Treppen. Yay. Alter Leute, es ist komplett überfüllt. Wir haben freaking Regen. Great. So, hätte mir jemand gesagt, dass wir so in Rio landen, hätte ich es nicht geglaubt. Naja, ist cute.
Erstmal ein Schokopudding.
Ich habe nur Getränk. Scheiße Leute, es regnet. Oh mein Gott, guck mal, wie ich glänze. Shit. Ich schwöre, ich fühle mich, als wäre ich in Hamburg oder Berlin oder so. Leute, ich hab's euch gesagt, die sind traumatisiert. Inside a book or something like that. We don't know what's happening here. I forgot that my vlog is in English. We are underneath the fortress. But why can you see all of this? And what is all of this? I don't understand. We just went inside, honestly, because it started to rain. But I don't know. Shit, I'm going to lose Kati. Was sehen wir hier? What the fuck? You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me high and dry. Oh, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself. 3 went shopping.
Jetzt wäre ich ready für eine KFC.
Okay Leute, wir gehen jetzt hoch zu dieser Statue. Bin gespannt. Okay, wir laufen zur Statue. Das ist die Aussicht bisher. Und Kati ist drunk.
I'm just so drunk. Komm mal hier.
Oh mein Gott, da ist es. Wir stehen unter der Achsel. Agata in Brazil! Hello everyone, I'm finally taking some time to vlog. I have been vlogging, but I have not been talking to the camera. So I don't know when I stopped like talking in between shots, but I can tell you about yesterday. We went out on the day before, not out to drink something, so in a bar kind of, very low-key. But we still didn't go to sleep early, and then we woke up at 8 to go to the Christ the Redeemer. However, apparently we were not the only ones who had that idea to go there early, because we thought, you know, later it will be more crowded. But I guess that's kind of the logic that everybody followed. So we went there, and then they said the next train up is at 1 p.m. So we had to find another thing to do. Then we went to a cafe and we wanted to go to a beach. We just looked on Google Maps and we were like, okay, well, let's go to the closest beach, which was Praia do Botafogo, something like that. But that was really not a beach where you could swim in, and it was super hot, and we had our bikinis luckily. So yeah, we just ate there, and then we decided, okay, no shit, let's go just back to Copacabana. Then we went to Copacabana for the first time. Finally, we had the time and the sun and the weather to go there and enjoy. And then we were just chilling, enjoying and stuff. Kati drank some caipirinhas, actually one, and then he didn't have the change to give it back to her, so she just got two. And yeah, then we went up to the Christ around 1. She was kind of wasted. I need to ask her if I can put it in the vlog. So yeah, we went up to the Christ. We talked to some random, where were they from? Guatemala. They were from Guatemala, but I don't know what the name or the word for people from there is. Anyway, we talked to them. They were pretty fun. They were like 37 and they were just bullshitting. But yeah, and then we went up and we took some pictures, of course. Honestly, Christ the Redeemer, it is really as big as I imagined. I wouldn't say it's smaller than I imagined, but then again, it's just a statue. I mean, I don't know. I was there and I was like, okay, this is cool. But I don't really get why this statue is now one of the 7 wonders of the world. I don't really get it. Maybe just because it's religious, but I guess there are other religious statues, so I don't really get it, but it was cool. The view mainly, honestly, the view was the coolest, and also like the tram to go up there, that was cool. There were monkeys there. Nobody told us. I have never read in a blog, heard from somebody, nothing, that there are monkeys. I was very happy about monkeys. Anyway, so that was our day yesterday, and then we came home, took a nap and stuff. But yeah, I wanted to go out to Pedra do Sal, but Kati was not feeling good, and I went there and it was so cool. Honestly, I think it was one of my favorite experiences here. It's pretty, I feel like it's pretty local, but tourists that have local connections know about it, but I don't think tourists who are like just in a hotel know about it. And it was very, I don't know how to say, very I don't know what I want to say, shit. It was not an official party. I feel like, I don't know how Pedro de Sau came into existence, but I'm guessing it's just kind of a underground thing. Underground was the word I was looking for. It's kind of an underground thing. I think some people just started partying there, and then I don't know, it just became a whole thing. I felt very comfortable there because at first I was like, oh my god, I'm the only tourist probably here, so I'm gonna, you know, all eyes on me and stuff. But actually no, there were a lot of tourists, but you know, the tourists that don't go around with cameras like this. So that was pretty cool. And then we also danced there, drank there, ate there, because there are always like these small thingies where you can buy food and drinks. And come back. I came home pretty late, and today we went to Ipanema Beach, which was pretty cool. And now we're going to Pau de Açúcar. Whoop, 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 whoop. Da fahren wir jetzt hoch. Wow. Oh mein Gott, wir sind oben.
Es ist gar nicht crowded.
Nee, null. The cries. Everybody's taking pictures, and that's where we went, so kind of high, right? Hier sind Favelas. Und hier Menschen, reiche Menschen. Okay, I want to do a quick statement about the topic favela tour. Because I think I mentioned that we did a favela tour, and I was so torn before whether we should do it or not, because you know those memes and everything, those jokes that tourists are like, oh my god, look at that, poor people. I didn't want to be like that, okay? And I was so afraid that it would be like that we would just walk around kind of looking down on everybody and stuff, and would look at the favela and the people there like it was a zoo, and I really didn't want that. On the other hand, I was really interested in seeing another side of Brazil, because we live in a bubble. We have to admit that we live in a bubble here. We're at a private university with, you know, usually students from the upper class or the middle to upper class. So, you know, we have a very selected experience here, I guess. And we try to get out of the bubble as much as possible, but we also want to stay safe, which is, you know, kind of hard sometimes to balance out or to do. And yeah, so we decided at the end of the day to do a favela tour. I knew I'm not doing it to look down on people or stuff. I just wanted to experience that part of Brazil and to see it with my eyes, because everybody has a picture of favelas, but nobody really knows what it's like. Honestly, the curiosity just stood out more. I was just hoping that the tour would align with my moral aspects, and I can say now that honestly it did. And for me, obviously everybody has to decide for themselves, but for me, know that it was the right decision to go there, because I was like, oh my god, blah, blah, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing that can happen is that I would say, oh my god, it felt so wrong being there, and I'm so sorry, and I would do like, I knew I would vlog it, so I would just post it on my YouTube and say, oh my god, please nobody do that, blah, 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 because I know people are watching this video who are going to Rio at some point or want to go to Rio. So I was like, okay, either I have a positive experience or I have a negative experience. That's just what it is. And I think my moral compass is quite good, not gonna lie. So I was like, okay, either it aligns with my moral aspects or not. And if it doesn't, I will speak publicly about it and say that I made a mistake or no. Anyway, the point of the story is I don't think it was a mistake. Everybody has to decide for themselves. I would definitely say, please look for somebody who lives in the favela, because that way, first of all, you get a more local experience, and second of all, the person because you pay money, you already help at least one person in the favela. And now I want to talk about my experience there. First, we arrived there. And everybody was like, our tour guide and stuff were like, oh, you can take pictures here, you can take pictures here, here's a picture point. And Katya and I were like, oh my god, I feel so bad that we're here. We really thought, oh my god, this was a mistake. This was a mistake coming here. We don't want to take pictures all the time with favelas in the background. It's just weird. We came there literally because we're interested in seeing that part of Brazil. Not to be like, oh my god, I want to take pictures, blah, blah, blah. Okay, of course I took some pictures so I can show when I talk about my experience what it looked like, but I didn't pose in front of them, and you guys know I love taking pictures. It really didn't feel right to stand in front of favelas and pose. Like, it didn't feel right. At that point we were like, oh my god. But then the favelas tour started. First we passed by some tourist shops and they explained, oh hey, we have here in the beginning some tourist shops. You can meet the free people, because there were free shops and there were the owners or the artists were standing in front of them. So I was like, okay, I will actually buy something, because I always wanted to buy a painting. You know, these paintings that you can roll up. I just really love the aesthetic of it, but they were, first of all, always way too expensive, and second of all, I was always afraid of transporting them. But I was like, okay, I am in the favela, I always wanted a picture like that. I will just buy it, and at least I know I bought it from somebody who, you know, can use the money. And then the favela tour started. You have to know that there are different classes in the favela, so that just like in any society. Oh, by the way, we went to Roxinha. In the lowest class, nobody's allowed to go. And actually, I think that's better, because I think there we would really feel like, oh my god, we're looking down on people who are poor. And I really, really, really don't think that's a good thing, because these people really don't even have shoes, and we just walk there and look at them. That doesn't feel right. So I was really happy actually that we didn't go there. Of course, that way we only get one part of the experience, but I think it's enough to get this part of the experience. So we went there and there were so many shops. I don't know how I expected it to be, but I didn't expect it to be like really, really, really like a city. You had shops, you had cafes, you had I don't know, just everything. It was like a city. The only difference is that the houses look a little more, you know, ne? And the people, I guess, if you compare it to the upper class, the people look like they have less, but it was not that crazy, I think. Yeah, we went there, we walked there, because our tour guide lives in the favelas, and you know, favela is like a close community, everybody kind of knows each other. So he knew a lot of people, and he could show us through some ways that we usually wouldn't be able to go to. And he was always telling us, okay, here you can take pictures, here you cannot, because it's disrespectful. That way we didn't do anything that was not in the interest of the community. Because honestly, I really feel like the community welcomes tourists and favela tours. Because, for example, I guess not all, because there was a woman doing a favela tour and she looked like those people in the movies who have like a stick holding up with sunglasses, like a speaker here and stuff. I don't think they welcome these kind of tourists that much, but people who live there anyway, they welcome them, and they were all, because they're still Brazilians. It's favela, but they're Brazilians, and Brazilians love showing how they live, love showing their culture, love meeting new people. So that way they were the same. It seemed like they were excited about meeting us. They were excited about showing us, hey, I live here, we do this, blah, blah, blah. And because, as I said, he knew everybody, we felt always also really, 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 really safe. And I guess because the people knew, okay, he's not doing anything that harms them. He's only showing around, getting money, helping everybody else get money. He had a friend who had a like a mini cafe, so we went in there. Almost everybody bought something, so that way his friends get money, and you know, it's also some kind of business, and they profit from it. So in that way, I think it's actually not bad. And also, you have to know, I always thought that everybody who lives in the favela actually wants to go out. They don't want to live there. They want to live outside of the favela. They just have to live there because they have no other choice. But honestly, from my impression, it's not like that. Also, the tour guide, he could easily live somewhere else because the upper, better houses in the favela, they cost like 400 euros, they said. And 400 euros, I think you can get a flat outside. But they just want it because, not all of them for sure, but in that case, they enjoy living there because it's a close community. Everybody knows each other. You have your own rules, but you grow up with them. It's not like, okay, yes, it's different because you have no police there and you have rules from the like chief of the favela, and he gives the rules and you have to align. But if you're fine with all that, I get that some people want to stay there. And also, as I said, we didn't feel unsafe at any point. There was even one point where they were like standing with their guns in their hand. We didn't even notice. And at some point, I just looked to my left side, and somebody was like with a gun in his head and like a gun in his pockets in the back, and we were like, sure. But then the guide explained there was like a rumor that the police would come to the favela today, and the police is not allowed there, so there will probably be some shooting. So everybody was ready for that. So you know, it's different for sure. But if you grow up with that and you are fine with that, then it's different than for us who have nothing to do with it, and we think, oh my god, that's so scary. So anyway, they told us that, but they also said, oh, but it wasn't confirmed, and it always gets confirmed, so they always know when it's happening, so they can, you know, cancel all the tours and stuff, because then it wouldn't be safe. So they are really also thinking about the tours and stuff, you know? I don't know, I don't want to say it's good if you go there, like you should go there. I don't want to say that, but if you're really interested and you don't want to go there because it's a tourist attraction, but if you're interested about seeing that life there and, you know, getting a different picture, I think it's fine, it's okay, in my opinion, to do a favela tour. If you go there, as I said, with an open mind, a respectful mind, with knowing that you're not better than them, that you are, you know, you shouldn't be looking down on it, the whole thing and stuff. So I think if your moral aspects and your intentions are right, it's okay to go there. I get it if you think, oh, it's still stupid and stuff, I get it, but that was just my experience. As I said, I didn't feel that they didn't like us coming there. I have to say I was a little angry with the other tourists that were there with us, because they really looked like tourists and they took pictures everywhere and I hated it. So I think, yeah, go with the right intentions, go with the right tour guide, and don't forget what you saw there, because yeah, I talked very positive about it, but yes, people live in a very close space with each other. The hygiene is not really good because everybody lives so close together, and there's like trash everywhere and stuff. So it's really, I was talking maybe a little too positive about it. It's really still not ideal. So don't forget what you saw there. Don't just go there and like look at it, say, oh, okay, that was interesting, and forget about it. Because I knew if I saw something really bad there or something good, I would still keep it in mind forever, honestly. And you know, it would give me a reality check every now and then about how privileged I am and how different life could be just based on the fact where you were born. So yeah, just wanna say that, because I was so torn before. I was so torn about going or not going, and I really don't regret going there. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an idea to make your decision easier, I guess.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me in high dry.
Also Leute, wir sind jetzt in der Stadt am Festland und sind unterwegs auf Ilha Grande. Der Fahrer war so süß und da hat uns diese Frau geklärt, die uns dahin fährt. Yay! We arrived. Wow. Oh, ich bin fast gegen eine Stange gelaufen. So, wir sind in unserer anderen Unterkunft angekommen auf Ilha Grande. Hier ist unser Bett, Spiegel, Fernseher, Aussicht zeige ich euch gleich. Hier ist die Küche, also wenn man reinkommt, ist da erstmal rechts die Küche, das Bad, Kühlschrank, Bett, Sofa, Fernseher und dann die Aussicht. Wir sind eigentlich direkt am Strand, lol. Voll geil. Also, we're on a stone and there's a palm tree and they're inviting us to their party, but it's only guys, so I don't know what to do. And yeah, guys, we're walking through keine Ahnung, the jungle, yes. And there's the ocean. Guys, we're on a hike. We have no idea where we're going, what we're doing, but this is where we're walking. Looks great. It's beautiful. So yesterday we froze because it was so cold here, and this morning we wanted to do a boat tour, but it was raining, so we started to watch SpongeBob, and then we fell asleep, and now we're here. Yeah, yesterday we just ate something in the evening. It was a really nice restaurant, it was really good. But yeah, there was not a lot happening here, and now we're in front of a entrada prohibida. Sackgasse. Ich glaube schon, ja. Also, wir sind noch im Wald, wir sind 10 Milliarden Jahre hochgeklettert. Ich bin ein Stadtkind. Sie nicht. Sie findet super, ich habe Angst. Keine Ahnung, wo wir sind. Und keine Ahnung, wo wir hingehen. Lol, es fängt an zu regnen. Ist jetzt geschafft. Hindernis. Shitty bitty. Okay, we arrived. This is the view. Oh, man sieht sie gar nicht. Sieht man dich? Ja. She's happy. I'm also good. Guys, look at my shoes. Why does this happen every time? Even my socks. Shit. Yay! Geil. We're in the airplane now, flying home, and the motivation is low, but we're almost there. Okay everyone, thank you for watching my video. I kind of want to say some words in the end, like about the whole trip and what my impressions were and my highlights and stuff. So Rio was really interesting. Obviously, I don't think anybody expects to go to Rio and the Copacabana and it rains a lot and it's cold. So that was kind of new. It was still a lot of fun, and yeah, I do recommend staying between like Copacabana and Ipanema. It's somewhere there. I do recommend that because we could walk a lot, and also it was nice because in Fortaleza we really kind of walk a lot because, you know, people say always it's unsafe to walk. Rio is very different than Fortaleza because Rio is an enormous city and it also feels like a big city. It kind of feels more European, not gonna lie. I think Fortaleza feels very Brazilian, and Rio kind of felt a little more European, just very much bigger and, you know, Brazilian. There's something going on all the time, everywhere. There are some drunks on the street, there are some people, you know, a lot of homeless people, just like in between. People going to work, tourists, you know what I mean. So it was just very mixed, and it reminded me of a big city, like a big city in Europe, any kind, honestly. Just obviously with the Brazilian touch, which is very different from Fortaleza. If you think about doing a semester abroad, I do think I would recommend Fortaleza more because Rio would be too much for me. But if you're like from Germany watching this right now, I would definitely recommend Rio for vacation. Because it's just very exciting. You have everything. You could chill on the beach all day, every day. You could also see a lot of things. Pau de Açúcar was definitely my favorite, and Pedra do Sal, the party. These two were my highlights there because, I don't know, Pau de Açúcar was just like, you just stood there and there was this breathtaking view and it was amazing. Obviously you get the view as well up at Christ the Redeemer, but it was just way too crowded to enjoy it that much. So Pau de Açúcar was definitely my favorite, and Pedra do Sal as well, because I felt it was really Brazilian. It was not really Brazilian, but it kind of represented Rio very well because there was a lot of Brazilians from all kinds of classes, and also a lot of tourists, but tourists that were not like, oh my god, I need to take pictures, but tourists who are like more, they want to get to know the culture. So these two were definitely my favorite experiences there, for sure. All in all, I loved Rio. I cannot believe I was in freaking Rio. You could really tell that the like average tourist there was like 30 plus years old. So I am very aware that it's a big privilege to travel to freaking Brazil and to Rio with being 21 years old. It's exciting, okay? And I still cannot believe it, and I'm very thankful for the whole experience. We had a lot of great times, we had a lot of fun, we had a lot of fails in between that were funny, but yeah. I'm also very thankful for the girl that we stayed at. She really helped us organizing everything, and with Brazil I would always recommend knowing somebody or getting like some advice from locals, because that way you can stay safer and you can also enjoy the depths of Brazil and not only like the image that gets created for tourists. So yeah, I hope you liked my video. I will stop talking right now. I'm excited for more videos, but I only have 1.5 months left here, so I think there will be like maybe 2 more videos about Brazil and then my going home video. It's crazy. Okay, see you.